everyone. Today we are going to go on a little tour of my Redstone Survival world. We are going to be in peaceful mode because this is a tour. I am not trying to run from mobs and avoid things while I'm showing you my beautiful creation. So yeah, we're just not going to do that. So let's load initializing server. It takes an extra long time because I actually turned off the autosave feature. I was after blazes. I knew I was probably gonna die, so I got rid of it. Right now we are in an abandoned mine shaft that I was exploring yesterday. I actually got lost, and the only reason I got out is because of this little guy here. He really needs a name, but you know, y'all shoot me up some ideas for names for this beautiful puppy, and you know, pick a color for his collar. Maybe, I don't know. Some interactive stuff going on here with my very first viewers. I mean, the first person to give me a suggestion, you know, you just might be the lucky winner. Alright, so we are down in an abandoned mine shaft. I actually found this place on accident. I got lost one day. I didn't have a compass. I didn't have a map. I just went exploring for the iron. You see the iron here? I have not stripped this mine yet. I went exploring mostly for the redstone because I had the iron with me from other mining sessions, just running around. So I was looking for redstone, and I found this mine shaft, this abandoned mine shaft, and it goes on for days. I mean, in every direction it seems to just keep going, and at the bottom and all around it there's a significant cave system in here. There's a ravine off right about over there. There's a ravine. So this is huge, and I actually got lost in here yesterday, and my doggy saved my life. I could hear him barking, which is pretty much why he's down here, because yeah, I wasn't familiar with this. And you may notice I put all of my torches on the left-hand side, unless it's just for lighting, so that when I'm trying to get out, trying to find my way out, like, that is really dark down there. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm actually scared to go back down there because I got so lost yesterday. There's an exit right there. Something going on over there, but that exit goes to a weird spot, and I don't like it. I like this exit. You see these torches are on the right now, so I know this is an exit. We're going to leave our doggy there because I do plan on fully exploring this mine system. Like I said, I found this one by accident. I was after redstone so I could make a compass, so I could find my way back to my main base, and I just happened to stumble upon this particular mine, and it's beautiful. Look, it's just in... I'm pretty sure I did not make this an amplified world, but this is... Look how pretty this is. So just going around here, around the little corner here, there's another little hole in the wall that leads to another mine system where I have a bed, and we're going to pop in it real quick because it is dark outside. And yeah, so you guys can actually see this beautiful world. This is an amazing seed. I will try to remember to put the seed number in case you're interested. We'll try to remember to put the seed number in the description box below. No promises. If I forget it, guys, just remind me if you actually are interested. I don't really know if I'm going to have any viewers. This is my very first video. But yeah, see, this is the little mine place I set up. I was so lost, and I got rid of a whole bunch of stuff. You know, I'd gone for wool. I was Yeah, it was pretty early in the game. I had just made this world, and the only thing I had done to this point was a small amount of work in my main base. I had made a path and a path to my village. And I actually dug this out yesterday so I could connect that mine shaft that I found on accident a few weeks ago to this main path, I guess. Left is towards my main base. We are actually in a separate map. This is not the middle map. This is the one all the way to the left. Well, not all the way to the left. This is a 25 map world. A 25 map world. There are so many caves, so many villages, so many everything in here. And right now I am solely focused on the center 9. So out of the center 9, this map right here in front of us is the one to the left of the spawn chunk. So right over here, as you can see, I just popped onto the map. That map is the center chunk. And there must have been an update recently, because when I first started this world, this little block right here, this little half slab that I put here, actually marked where the new map began. And as you can see, the newest update this week must have changed that. My map is all wonky. I'm now on my map, my center map. This is Kelly County. My maiden name is McCurry. And I just felt so lucky when I started naming my maps in this world. I had already found my stronghold, and it was a complete portal. Like, you guys just don't even know how lucky I felt after finding that complete portal. And my nether fortress was right next to where I just ended up with my nether portal. My fortress was right there. I just felt so lucky. And when you think lucky, you think like Irish, like luck the Irish. That's a thing, you know. St. Patrick's Day, there's a whole holiday kind of centered around just lucky and green. And so I called this center map right here Kelly County. So it's Kelly Green, very lucky. This is Kelly County. Now this is my spawn chunk. The 16 blocks, I will show you exactly where the spawn is. You see that fern right there? That is pretty much my spawn. This is the spawn for the world right here in this fern. Okay, so right here at my spawn, I have a beautiful, look at this. It's a slime chunk. There are so many slimes here when I'm not in peaceful. This is just such awesome place for a redstone survival world. I've got all the slimes I'm ever gonna need to make any piston doors that I could possibly ever want. I have it right here. Now, this is the first time I've done this, making an actual big base. Usually I just dig into the side of a hill and put up a door until I have a bed available. Put up a door so I don't get killed first thing off the bat, like not even leveled up or anything. But there was this hole in the ground over here. Now I've narrowed it. I have made it narrow. It's only 1 block wide now, and it was like 3 or 4. It actually came out to, let's see here. This is all added. These stones right here. It actually came out to the diorite, I think. And this chunk of dirt. So this is where it started. I usually have a cat or a dog right here, but the cat, it annoyed the crap out of me. Like, you guys, oh, how do you deal with that? I, I, I had to kill him. And my other cat, I'll show you my other cat later. It's in another base. This is not a vanilla achievement, but it is one that I'm working on. Since I am exploring this world, I figured I would go ahead and go for the map room achievement while I like exploring. So finding this village, you can see this little village on the map right here. Finding this village took up these 4 maps. I started here, went south, came over, went up, and then finally found a village right there. It took forever. This map up here is the only fully explored map that I was not looking for a village. Now, I did actually load this in a creative world. I loaded the same seed in a creative world, and there is another village over here, but I have not gone to it to see what's going on. It's on the edge of a village. There's a ravine right down the middle of it. The buildings are all wonky and weird, and I just haven't actually gone over there to look for it. I have the coordinates written down. Little tip, guys, if you have a world and you are doing survival and it may sound like cheating, it sounds like cheating, doesn't it? Make yourself a creative world. Fly around, try your redstone contraptions. Even Mumbo Jumbo does it. If you watch Mumbo Jumbo, FedEx Gaming, they have super flat worlds where they try out their different inventions. What's the difference if you're looking for a village or if you just want to try something? I heard my dropper. My chickens are going. They're laying eggs. My dropper. That's a funny story. I'll tell you about the dropper later because that was confusing for me. First redstone clock ever. Yay, cupcake. Yeah. I don't know if I actually told you guys at the beginning of this video, but my name is Cupcake Kitty. This is my first video and I am so excited to show you everything. This is my main base. My crop complex. There was originally a wall here, and then I made this beauty. It took forever. I was afraid I was going to mess up my already established farming crop complex over here, so I did not use TNT. This was a lot of scaffolding, a lot of digging, just over and over and over again. Efficiency, pickaxe, lots and lots of enchantments. It took forever. This right here, when you first come in to the entrance, you see my maps over here, but in this chest is exploring items. So I have shears just in case I need to make a bed, another bed. I do have a yellow bed here because I have a lot of yellow wool. I was making a yellow bedroom and originally started with yellow wool and now it's concrete. I'll show you that in a little bit. Yeah, so I have 2 furnaces here for smelting and cooking, mostly for my crops here. The potatoes need to be cooked. When I'm not trading my chickens, I need to cook them as well. So in here, I've got a couple of jack-o'-lanterns for lighting, just because this is a pantry. I want it to look like a pantry. It's kind of a cool little nook. I will probably extend it out a little bit that way later. In here we have meats, bakery goods, we have stuff for soups and stews, and 4 bowls already. I got a rabbit stew here and 3 beetroot soups, and when I consume these I will have a bowl and I will take along the stacks of mushrooms, one stack of each, of both of these mushrooms, because you guys might not know this, but mushrooms are one of the only foods you can make without, you know, I mean, you can make a pumpkin pie. You can. But it takes a lot of resources, and that's even more spots in your inventory that you're going to have to like carry stuff or wander around finding stuff. Mushrooms do. Mushrooms grow in dimly lit areas, so you can find them in caves. You can find them in canopied forests. You can find them just about anywhere, and as long as you have a bowl, one mushroom of each type, you can make mushroom stew. Look at that. You don't need a crafting table for it. Now, in my pantry, I do have a crafting table right here so that I can make all kinds of fun things. You know, if I haven't made it already in the crafting tables that's in my farm complex, there are crafting tables over there. And I have a furnace in here as well. Oh, that was one thing about my farm complex I didn't actually show you. Around the corner of each of these center dividers, there is a crafting table. There's one on this side, and there's one on this side. There's one on each side. This right here is going to have glass in it. It will. I don't want to fall into my trees. I want to be able to see them because it's so beautiful. I spent so much time on this room. I had to go to the nether and get some glowstones so that they would have enough light. I had torches, and I had to do a lot of counting and measuring, and yeah, I just want to be able to see it. So I'm going to put some glass here so I don't fall in. All of my big trees that need the leaf space are over on that side. So I can actually put up the glass wall right here, probably right above this torch, and then up to the ceiling. And then fill this back in the way it's supposed to be. And I will have a beautiful like picture window into my tree farm over there. I did not put furnaces in here because in real life having fire like torches, yeah, they're a little iffy. But having a stove set up, like originally there was going to be a furnace here and a furnace here, and then the crafting tables are on the other side of these dividing pillar areas. I just felt like having that furnace there would be such a horrible idea. Like, nobody wants to set their crops on fire. I have signs everywhere, by the way, guys. I do. It is nighttime, so we can go to sleep before we go any further. But for right now, let's just take a tour of my little base. My main base in my main map. I just made this tunnel yesterday down into a mine system that I actually found this mine system when I was digging out the tree complex, and you can see all this cobblestone right here. That was originally, it went up and around and kind of meandered over here and then popped up in the middle of the floor of the smack dab in the middle of the floor of the tree farm. Down here is a mine, and I have not seen any other ways for it to connect to the the other mine shaft system that I have down there. This behind here there was a like a pathway to a skeleton farm, but there was an entrance to the skeleton farm, and I had to break through the cobblestone wall to get to the skeletons from this side. So I patched that back up, found the actual entrance to the skeleton farm, and you know, just kind of sealed off that area so I wouldn't get lost again. We have an extensive obsidian farming area down here. There's lava everywhere. You can probably still hear it if I'm quiet. No, I don't hear anything, but let's go down here. All I hear is my footsteps, guys, but I know there's lava. There is lava up underneath here, so you can probably see around the edges of some of these. Oh, nope. Ooh. Huh. There is lava here, guys. There is. There it is. I found the lava. So, yeah, this goes on for days. I can just mine out as much obsidian as I could possibly ever want, and then just throw a bucket of water over it and get some more. Fantastic. There are more areas in here for me to discover. Just so much going on in this one tiny little space, which is very exciting for me. I think it's exciting. I love Minecraft, guys. I said this is my first video, but I have been playing this game for a while, and I love Minecraft. I love the boxiness of it. I love the fact that so many YouTubers do so many awesome videos. I love watching. Okay, down in the comments, if you're watching this, tell me who your favorite YouTuber is. Don't say me, because Cupcake Kitty doesn't actually exist. This is Cupcake Kitty's very first video. So, tell me who your favorite YouTuber is. Is it FedEx Gaming? Is it Grian? Is it Mumbo Jumbo, the king of Redstone himself? Is it do you like the off-kilter, off-centered kind of style of log.zip? I mean, like, who's your favorite Minecraft YouTuber? Like, tell me in the comments. I'm so excited to hear what you have to say. All right, we're gonna go out of the mine system right here, because I want to show you a couple of other things before I get into what's down there in that mine. You can see my farm here. We got the birch trees. We've got the I don't know. I think it's a spruce tree, maybe. Here we have the oak tree. The acacia tree right here, the funky looking orange colored tree. Look at that. I love that wood. The wood planks from that is just so pretty. Here's our dark oak tree. That's the tall one. That's why it's on this side, so it didn't need the leaf space over there in the farming complex. You can see my farm is up there. My jungle giants, and right here I've seen a lot of farms. I've seen some auto farms for the cocoa beans, and I kind of stumbled upon this by itself. I didn't want to put it on here because then I don't have the space for the vines so I can get up to the top. And the vines are very important. Let me show you something about these trees that you're going to need to know if you start farming for these jungle giants, because after you tear down this tree, you're going to need to replace it. So let me show you one little thing about these trees that you really need to know to effectively farm these trees. All right, so I've cleared out the top part right here so that I could get up. There's the vines, climb up the side of the vines. I don't want to put the cocoa beans. You see the cocoa beans are over there on the branches, but I don't want to put the cocoa beans on the trunk because I need to be able to get up here without dying, you know. I'm not gonna sit here and craft a bunch of ladders and then have to pick my way around cocoa beans. But I have to get up here because when you harvest your trees, if they are sharing, like you see that space right there, that's a good space. That empty space right there, that is a good space. This right here is a shared canopy. And shared canopies drop fewer saplings. So before I harvest these trees, I'm going to need to ensure that I can get the saplings to replace them. Otherwise, this is not an efficient farm. So what you have to do when you are farming for these jungle giants is just come through, just before, like, you can leave it like this for right now, but before you harvest the wood from the trees, like tear down the trees, you just want to come through here and separate the canopies. So I have 3 trees here and 1 canopy for all 3 trees. I need this to be 3 canopies so that there are 3 separate trees, 3 separate canopies, 3 separate drop rates for these saplings to kind of spawn. That is why I'm not farming my cocoa beans on my trees, because I want all these vines to grow up unhindered so I can get to the top of each and every one of these trees and just kind of do my thing, you know, just get up to the top and just keep going, you know. Yeah. All right, well, that's how the jungle trees work. So I made this stair system because I didn't want to have vines and ladders, so I made this stair system. And the thing about the stairs is, let me crouch here and I'll show you. There are so many different faces. I didn't put any on these because they face each other and I would only have to have one, and I'm kind of a symmetrical person. As you can see, the stairs go up and down symmetrically. But on all of these logs, I have the one on the stairs itself, the one on the side of the stairs, and then underneath the stairs there's another spot. So all 3 sides of this log are being utilized, and all I have to do is go up the stairs and just harvest, 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 plant, 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 and then come around here, and I have these 2 little blocks right here. Harvest, 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 plant, 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 plant. And it's the same thing on this side, yeah. And that's how this works. I have, my jungle trees are separated because there are 3 of them. So I have the jungle wood separated in a separate box. So jungle wood slab, jungle wood planks, jungle wood door over here. And then on this side, all of the other trees. There are 6 different types of trees in Minecraft. 5 of them are in this box, along with some apples and anything else I would make from wood. There's also a couple of dirt here in case for some reason a creeper makes his way down here. He's not gonna spawn down here unless he spawns on one of these dirt chunks, because this floor is all half slabs. These 2 blocks here are half slabs, and then this block right here starts a stair. So they don't spawn on stairs and they don't spawn on half slabs. So the only spot that the mobs can actually spawn are on these dirt blocks. They're not going to spawn here on the glass. They just don't do that for some reason. I don't understand the glass part, but I mean, I guess because it's a transparent block, they're just not going to. All right, yes, every color of the rainbow here. I have this achievement. It's not a vanilla achievement, but well, it might be. I am working on all the vanilla achievements. I have a few achievements that I'm working on currently, like I told you, the map room, that big map over there. So this is actually my achievement for having all 16 colors of wool. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, lime green, magenta, pink, white, light blue, cyan, gray, light gray, and black. Yeah. All right. So in this corner, I just made this room. I haven't finished it yet. I spent a little bit of time on the walls. This is my Taterhead's room. My daughter Taterhead, Madison, she goes by Taterhead. She comes over and she plays with mommy on Minecraft, and she's the only one of my kids that plays Minecraft, other than I have the middle child who doesn't live with me. What a shame that is, but that's a story for a different time. She plays Minecraft, but not often and not with mommy. So this room is specifically for the Taterhead. Her favorite color used to be blue. I was told I think it was about 3 or 4 days ago that her new favorite color is red. So I might be changing up this concrete to a red theme. But that's her blue room. That will eventually be her bedroom. I'll get to that door in a minute. This is the first room that I made in this mine system. This was kind of the end of the mine system before I closed off this area. That door right there used to be open. There was like a ledge of rock going right through here, and then like an opening right here, and then like 2 blocks missing right here or something like that. And I just kind of filled it all in and made a proper doorway into this mine system, and I'll show you that in a little bit. But yeah, so before I did all that, I came to the end of the mine, which is this room right here. This room stopped right about this block right here. Is about where it stopped. And so I flushed it all out. I made it a square. It's a very beautiful 25 block square, kind of just like my map, 25 map square. So if I were to put the maps on the floor, my entire world would fit on this floor. Over here, I told you guys I have a lot of signs. I wonder what that room is. It's a mystery what this room could be. Oh, what is that? What is that? Okay, so yeah, obviously this is the craft room. We have bits and pieces in here, 3 furnaces for smelting. My anvil is sitting here, and it is garnished by this lava block behind it to kind of give it that iron working kind of theme, like I'm a blacksmith. There's my anvil, and here is a fire. And we should probably have a cauldron of water, but since it's not really useful in here, but in real life a blacksmith would hammer, heat, and then flush it in the water. Just throw it in the water, cool it off really fast. The enchanter's library. This took forever, guys. This really did take forever. All of it. Down here, underneath everything is, I have been to the Nether, obviously, because I have my brewing stand, which you have to have a blaze rod to make. So I have been to the Nether. We've got cobwebs in here because this just felt like a really spooky area. I'm brewing stuff. I'm like a witch. I've got a cauldron. I've got netherwort, which just sounds evil. It's just growing down here. I've got stuff in here for brewing potions, like my pufferfish and my rabbit's foot. You know, the different things to make the different effects for my potions, the blaze powder, my blaze rods. I have everything I need down here, and I can just keep going into the nether and getting more blaze rods, and I will show you that setup shortly because that was a stroke of genius. I'm so proud of that blaze farm, I guess is what you're gonna say. It's not automated. This is a redstone world, but I haven't gotten far enough to actually turn it into a redstone world yet. Here's the extra all 16 colors of the wool. The few dungeons I've gone into, I seem to find these same 2 discs. 13 and cat. I found the same 2 discs in like 4 different dungeons. And I ended up just throwing away all the other extra discs because what am I gonna do with that many discs? I don't even have a jukebox yet. I haven't made one. I don't plan on making more than one when I do finally get around to making a jukebox. So yeah, not planning on doing that. Let's pop in the bed and go to sleep. And good morning, everybody. I feel so good. It's time to go get my coffee. And oh, what a beautiful day. Now I've said that, and it's not going to be a beautiful day. It's going to be a rainy, yucky day. First thing in the morning. Let's see what's going on. Hey. That is the first mob, first anything to come down my stairs. That's not my dog. He doesn't have a collar on. He's the first one to come down here. I kind of want to keep him just because he was smart enough to come down the stairs, but apparently not smart enough to get back out. I just picked up raw mutton from somewhere. Well, no sense in wasting it. The dog must have had it right there. That's probably why he came down here. But if still the first thing to come down here was a sheep and a dog killed it, I'm rather proud of that dog. So if this bone is enough, I'm going to keep that dog. He's special. Please still be there, little doggy. I want to keep you. Let's sprint. Oh, he's gone. Where did he go? There he is. Alright, let's see here. Come here, doggy. Please let this be enough. Nope, it wasn't enough. I don't have enough bones. Oh, I can't keep him, guys. I can't. I could do a little bit of AFKing here and go down into my skeleton section and get some more bones, but you guys don't want to watch that. That's a lot of me screaming, hyperventilating, and panicking, and you guys probably don't want to watch that, so poor doggy. Nope, no bones in there. I don't think there's any bones anywhere. Honestly, I don't think I have any bones. I will check down in my strip mine just to make sure. Not my strip mine, my branch mine. But I don't think I have anything. Nope. See, I've cleared out the inventory of this chest. While we're down here, I'll show you this. This is a mine that is extensive. Upstairs where you saw the 3 little mine carts sitting around, this cave system actually does eventually connect to that up there in the top. But what I came down here for was to do my branch mining. And you see, I've got the branches. And yeah, that's all of the torches are on the left. So if I get turned around sideways, I'm going to know exactly where it is. I'm not going to go any further than this light because you just should never get used to going in a dark place. If you're in peaceful mode, you never know what's going to happen the next time you play. I won't be in peaceful mode the next time I play, so I'm not going to go down there in the dark without the torches. See, I only have one torch, so there's no point in me going down there. Getting used to going into a dark place is a bad idea, because when you're not on peaceful mode, you're already used to it. You're not expecting the mobs because you're just so used to being down there in the dark that you kind of lose your bearings and you die. It's just a bad idea. So I wasn't going to go any further down into that particular shaft because it's not completely lit up on the second half of that shaft. Down here, you can see from the nether rack, it probably gives you a few hints of what this chamber is for, guys. That always happens because this is a stone button, and it has a faster delay than a wooden button, but a wooden button wouldn't fit. Like it wouldn't mesh with the theme of this build. I'm trying to make like a kind of like a prison kind of looking thing going on here. Another prison with the nether rack, and the fire, and the stairs, and it's just all very dungeony. This will all be cleaned up. The nether rack will probably get pushed back a little bit farther. The pillars in between, I'm not sure if I'm going to do the stone bricks like this, or mossy stone bricks, or even the nether brick, because this is the way to the nether portal. We've got the bars here to keep the larger, scarier mobs out of my main world. And that iron door there and the bars right there to keep out the smaller kind of well, pigmen are not going to come after you unless you go after one of them. After you go after one of them, all bets are off. All of them come for you. All of them. It's the scariest thing ever. So I actually remember I told you my main base is, that whole map is called Kelly County because I feel so lucky. This portal right here spawned right under my nether fortress. Yeah, I couldn't believe it either. But it did, and I'll show you that in just a little bit. For first, I want to show you over here. I tunneled out to just see where I was. I didn't have my map with me at the time. Just to see if there was anything familiar out here, because like I said, I do have a creative world, and I have been to the nether in it, just kind of exploring around, seeing what's going on. None of this looked familiar, but I did see that lava lake right there, and that lava lake is super helpful for smelting. So I've covered up some of these, there's magma blocks under here. I've covered up some of them. This soul sand was already right here, but you can see where I've already started grabbing the lava because I've had to kind of build out from this soul sand beach. Like, I don't even know what to call this area right here, this gathering spot. So now I have a gathering platform for my lava, because every time you take a bucket of lava, it removes the source block. Yeah. And if you remove enough source blocks, like, you cannot collect flowing lava. So if you remove the source blocks, you have nothing else to gather. So what you have to do is you have to take your nether brick or any solid block, non-transparent block, and place it on the top layer of your lava so that you can make another source block next to it, because this would be flowing. If this was not here, this would be flowing lava, and this would be a flowing block as well. These two, all of these blocks around this block, surrounding this block, would be flowing lava instead of source blocks like you see here. This is beautiful. So every time I get a bucket of lava, I will have to make another little brick in my platform, which is okay, because eventually I'll just kind of bridge my way all the way across that lake and discover what might be on the other side. There might be another lake over there. You never know. Alright, so I have not finished this little quartz section over here, so it's not covered up, but eventually I will mine out that quartz and that will be covered up. I think there's lava on the other side of it, so I'm being cautious. I've already died in this particular nether 3 times, I think was what it was. I died in here 3 times. Yeah, lava. Kitty tried to swim in lava. I'm tired of reading that, honestly. Okay, so in here... Okay, in here is kind of my nether base. Now, you guys know, never put a bed in a nether. Ever. It's like built-in TNT. You will blow yourself up. You will blow up your base. Everything will blow up. Never put a bed in the nether. Alright, so guys, I dug out this area, lined it in the bricks, and then when I made the windows, I dug out the area behind them so I could put the fire. Like, you can't see that fire from the other side. See? You cannot see that fire because it's covered up. That is the wall. That's the wall that I dug out to put this wall in right here. So you can't see that fire from the outside, but it's just kind of cool. And there's the window. I kind of stuck with the same theme as the fortress, where the windows had fences in them, nether brick fences, because I just wanted it to feel like this was another place. This... You cannot you'll never get confused in here and accidentally lay down a bed thinking, yeah, this is just a regular place and I'm just gonna put a bed in here, and yeah, you're gonna die. Something to note about smelting, in case you didn't know about smelting. The thing about smelting is, let's see, we've got obsidian, we've got flint, I have coal in my overworld, but what you need to know about coal. Let's see, I go in here. There's 19 in here, and then the reason there's 19 is because it's not divisible by 8. Coal will smelt 8 items. So if I put if I smelted this netherrack and turned it into nether bricks, then this 19 right here, either 3 would be left over from only using 2 coal, or I would be wasting 5 netherrack pieces worth of coal from smelting that only 3 out of 8 coal, 3 out of 8 netherrack. So all of my numbers are divisible by 8. That is what coal does. Now, if you are looking at lava, which is, let's face it, netherrack is a very brittle stone. It's very easy to break. It's super fast. So is magma cubes, by the way, but you don't smelt those. So netherrack is a very brittle cube. So you just take that block and you just plow through, and it is super fast. You get a lot of it at one time. You take this little lava bucket and you put it in your smelter, and it is going to smelt 100 blocks. Now you can just take this and toss it in and smelt this a stack of 64, walk away from it and call it a day. You can always get more lava, but I'm one of those people that just likes to conserve stuff, and even though there's a unlimited seemingly source of lava, and it seems to be like a rather recurring theme in the Nether, I don't want to waste it because I'm gonna have to build out every time I grab a lava bucket. So I want 100. Now what you do when you're doing the 100, since this section right here, the output for your furnace can only hold 64, is either you're going to have to use hoppers, which eventually I will do. I will hook up hoppers to all of these furnaces to drop all of the items into a chest as they smelt, or you're going to have to stand here, and once it gets to 36, guys, remember that number, 36, in this box right here, remove it, take all of those out, take the 36 out of whatever it is that you're cooking, smelting up, take the 36 out and add the other 36 that you have left over to make the full 100, and you will get all of it. You'll have a stack of 64 here. You'll have the 36 down here in your inventory. You will be able to use 100, smelt 100 items from one bucket of lava. 100, guys. Come on now. That is some serious awesome math. That is a lot of nether bricks. Well, you know, that might be it for this this little tour. I do have some other bases, but for right now, since I am using SHAREfactory for my editing, and it only will let me do I think it's 80 minutes of stuff before I have to start cutting and pasting and editing, and it's just gonna mess up the last video if I keep going. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop here. We've already actually had to stop once. The video cuts off at 30 minutes, and this has already been more than 30 minutes. So I'm actually gonna stop here. We're gonna end in my main base. And next episode, like I said, guys, Cupcake Kitty, this is my very first video. I'm so excited to finally break into this. But this is the last bit of this particular episode. In the next episode, we'll head over there into that you can see a desert from here. We're going to head over into that desert, and we're going to check out the temple that I converted into a little desert base for that map. That is the map number 1. You know, your spawn map is always 0, so that was the first map I went to after I created this world. First map other than my spawn chunk that I went to after I created this world. So we will go over there and check out that temple. It's actually not that far from where we are right now. That right there, I believe, is a mushroom, and right about here is a temple. You can see this dark shaded area. That's a tiny little ravine, the tiniest little ravine ever, and there is a temple right next to it, and that is what we made our base for. That map right there, that is where we made that map space. So we are going to go into that map. We're going to check out that base in the next episode. So it's been a great day, guys. I have so much enjoyed showing you my fabulous base that I've worked so hard on. Oh, before I sign off, I saved the very best for last. Now, this was my chicken coop before I put it in the farm complex, so that's why this chest is just kind of hanging out on the floor. I haven't moved it yet, but this room, look how fabulous this room is. This is redstone block, redstone lamp, chiseled quartz ceiling, a redstone ore floor. It's like a disco. When you walk on it, all the little particles and the blocks kind of light up a little bit. This is my redstone workroom. I actually did send a message to both Grian and Mumbo Jumbo asking them for ideas. I wanted the aesthetically pleasing idea for this workroom. This room is solely for redstone. You can see here I've got my coal, my redstone blocks, sticky piston, all the different things that I've made. Over here in this chest I have some cobblestone, some regular stone, and some wood and quartz so that I can make pressure plates and let's see, comparators and buttons and levers, just all sorts of things that you can do with redstone, all the different components. Those are the kind of the raw materials for the non kind of redstoney things, like the levers and buttons and stuff. Another quartz, yeah, that's kind of redstoney, but so the ceiling, I didn't get any feedback from Grian and Mumbo Jumbo. They're very busy, very famous YouTubers. Like, we don't have time for you, Cupcake. Like, seriously. Oh, sad Cupcake. No, I'm just kidding, guys. You guys are awesome. I love you. I watch every one of your videos. You guys are just awesome. I've learned so much from you. Anyways, this is a redstone block wall, and because it's a redstone block wall, this lamp and that one over there will always stay lit. It is actually being powered by the wall. There's no circuitry going on here. There's no buttons. There's no redstone dust, no torches, no nothing. Everything is the wall. The wall is powering that light. I never have to worry about, oh, I stepped on the wrong pressure plate. No, my lights went out. No, like anybody actually has that problem. But this is my workroom for my redstone stuff. You'll see in another episode my base down there where I have my village is actually underground, and there is a hidden piston door. This is where I created that sticky piston. And the sticky piston in here is actually one of the ones that I made to go on that door. It was going to be a 2x2 door, and now it's just a one block door, which is even more awesome. I thought it was going to have to be much bigger than it is, but it wasn't. So I'm very happy about that. So yeah, that is my redstone workroom. And like I said, I never got any feedback for the aesthetics from Grian, and I never got any functionality feedback from Mumbo Jumbo. Really, I'm not even sure that my tweet went through onto their account so that they could even read it. I have absolutely no idea. I'm gonna have to like search through my phone's settings and like stalk their Twitter, I guess, to see if maybe I missed something. But if they don't respond, I am very pleased with that room. This is the last time that I've said it before. It's my first ever Minecraft video, first video ever actually. So yeah, you can only sleep at night, guys. If you didn't know that, now you do. You learned something new. It's been real. This is Cupcake Kitty, my first video ever. I hope to see you guys soon in the next episode where we are going to explore our desert temple And I can't wait to show that to you. So you guys have a great day. It's been real. Hasta la vista. Ciao.